Hi guys, Neil at Italia Autos here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Out on the road again. I have just been and picked up a car from Newbury Copart. Didn't plan on having to do this journey today. I had a notification on my phone yesterday saying I'd won a vehicle on Copart. Had to think for a few seconds on what I'd bid on, because the weekend before I had a few drinks and I must have had a look on Copart and made a drunk bid on this GTV behind me. However, I have won it for a grand total of £100 plus fees. So I think in total it's 238 plus fuel to go and get it. So less than 300 quid for a GTV, which is running and driving. I do believe it's only had vandalised damage. So let's get to the services, have some breakfast, and we'll have a look around it, see what we can see what's wrong with it. Sorry about the view of my mount. I'm behind this car here and I'm playing guess the car. Now I've got a little bit closer. I'm saying Lexus, but let's overtake it and have a look. Is that an AMG badge on the back? Is it a Porsche or is it just a kit car? It's a Mercedes bicycle car. It's the bicycle car. Hey! First of all, shout out to my Jeep. I've now owned it 3 years this week. Most reliable vehicle I've ever owned, and also the longest vehicle I've ever kept. Absolutely cracking it, doing everything it needs to do. It was an absolute bargain with the amount of kit on as well. So yeah, definitely recommend one of those if you ever want to change your mark. Now, here's the GTV. Initial thoughts are, yes, it's definitely worth £100, no more. The front bumper iron has broken because the front bumper's hanging down. Grille badge is faded. It's missing the front number plate plinth and the front number plate. 17-inch teledial alloy wheels with decent make tyres by the look of it. Continental at the fronts. A little bit of corrosion on the wing mirror. No rust on the roof. It's had the badges changed. Dent here. Start of lack of peel or paint crazing going on there. Rear end, a little bit of a scrape there. Aftermarket exhaust, let's have a look at that. Oh, straight through. Ooh, I've done well on that one then. Couldn't see a make on that, but it's definitely stainless steel all the way to the cat. Rear light bar's fine, although a little dirty. Oh, a tiny crack in it there. And this is the seems to be the extent of the damage. We've got a little bit of scrape on the rear bumper there and a dent on the rear quarter there. We've got the glass broken on 2 of the windows, and that's not, it's not a deal breaker for £100. We can get some glass for that. Need some wipers on it because they're a little bit past it. Again, alloy wheels, I've seen better condition, but they're not too bad. Continental again on that side. So right, let's have a look inside. Door card, typical area there where the seatbelt's shut on it. Speaker covers coming off. Rather dirty on the inside. Glass everywhere. A charge cable off something. What's in the glove box and the ashtray? Some badges and some roll-ups. Ashtray broken as usual. Let's see if there's any service history in the glove box. Nope, we're empty there. And nothing on the other back seat. Next question then is, will it start? Yes, it does. Doesn't sound too bad actually. It's done 113,000 miles. We've got ABS warning light on. No fuel as usual. Let's have a little look under the bonnet. We're missing the fuse box cover as well. It opens, that's the main thing. Typical gaffer tape around the intake hose. We have got some coolant in there, but it's low. The radiator looks okay. Engine sounds not too bad actually, a little bit variatory. That oil looks reasonably freshly changed. Well, not fresh, but it's not ancient, put it that way. So yeah, not bad at all. Let's see how much we can see underneath it now. Nice clear smoke out the back, a little bit of steam, which you would imagine. We've got Powerflex bushes on some of them. Not a major amount of rust on either side of the chassis rails. Looks like it's got a new cat as well. If you can see that all the way down there. So yeah, not a bad purchase. So let's get back to the unit now and have a good look at it from underneath. It's now been a few days since I've picked it up. I've managed to give it a quick wash, clean the wheels over, see what condition the wheels are in. Tyres are really good, they're all good branded tyres. We've got Continental on the front, a Yokohama on the rear. As you can see, they're all in reasonably good condition. They do have some curbing on there. Michelin Pilot on this one. But yeah, they're all in fairly good condition. Have a little look underneath it and see what we can find, what's wrong with it. We'll start with the exhaust. It looks like a custom-made exhaust. I can't find any markings on it. It does seem fairly well made because it's all been supported and everything's in the right place where it should be. We've got a sports silencer there. The cat probably has been painted by the look of it rather than being new. Flood and fracture pipe, yeah, it's an old pipe. One thing I did notice as well, we've got an aftermarket airbox on it. Right, and in regard to faults, we have got a nice oil leak from what could be the gearbox crank seal. It does go all the way under and a little bit around the back as well, so that would be a gearbox off job. We need a new sump plug on it at least, because we do have a little bit of a leak there. The front discs and pads aren't in the best of condition and they would need changing. The anti-roll bar links are worn out and starting to crack, so they need changing as well. The wishbones themselves don't seem in too bad a condition, but we do have a broken dust seal there, so that would be another MOT fail. Rust-wise, this car's actually holding up quite well. There aren't many rust spots on the bottom. It would just need sort of a little quick treating just to keep it going, but it's not too bad at all. A little bit of lift in there, but that's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. Inside the sills don't look too bad from what I can see there. And that's the worst part on the floor pan. Right, what I have seen, which is quite major, the rear spring pan, if you can see it there, it is all starting to crack, so that is literally about to collapse. It does have the aftermarket bushes on there, but that spring pan is no good whatsoever. This one doesn't seem too bad. There's no pressure marks where it's forcing its way through and rusting from the other side. And again, on this side, you've got mostly Powerflex bushes as well. Just thought I'd go through the boot because I hadn't opened it yet. We've got a very good condition toolkit, which is quite a rare find nowadays. It's even still got the protective cover over the towing eye, so pretty sure that's probably never been used. The spanners and everything still look brand new, so that's Quite a nice find. Found the fuse box cover in the boot as well, and also an Alfa puncture repair kit. But what I don't like is that I found 2 massive bottles of water in the back, so it's either had a cooling problem and it's passed and they haven't been taken out, or it's got some sort of cooling problem, because I would assume, other than filling up your washer jets, there's no reason to have 2 massive bottles of water in the back. So yeah, we'll assume it has a cooling problem, but we shall have a look into it and see if we can find anything wrong with it. So what do you guys think of this £100 GTV? Technically 238, but we'll call it £100 for technical purposes. I personally think it's probably better off to be a breaker. We need a spring pan, we need 2 pieces of glass fitting, we may have a cooling issue we've got to find. Did forget to tell you about the ABS fault. I did try and connect my computer to it, but it doesn't want to talk to it at all, so I'm going to assume that the ABS ECU is down on the pump, so it's going to probably want one of those as well. What else was there? Onto the interior, yeah, it's really dirty on the inside, but the seats are fairly clean in themselves. There's no major rip stains or marks on them, so they will clean up quite nicely. As far as I'm aware, pretty much everything works on the inside. The only thing that doesn't work is the stereo. The screen is bleeding, and it's an original stereo, so which is a shame. They're very hard to get nowadays. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Should it be saved? Should it be broken? My opinion is no, it's a little bit too far gone for this to be repaired. So if you like what you see and you're enjoying watching these videos, please think about subscribing, because quite a high percentage, I think it's about 70% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So I'd be very grateful if you could hit that subscribe button. And if you do like what you see, please hit that like button as well, because it does mean a lot to me. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.